I've been wanting to make some sports bras for a very long time. I've never made one before and I finally feel I'm ready and I have the supplies that I need. So come along with me, let's look at some patterns that might be interesting to try out. See some fabrics, some supplies. It'll be fun. Stay with me. Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from liftingpinsandneedles.com. Welcome to this channel that is all about sewing, limitless sewing. Today I want to share with you some sewing plans. I don't usually do sewing plan videos. I think these ones are pretty specific in just one topic, so I think it'll be interesting for you to see how I might be getting ready to make these types of projects. Maybe you've never made yourself a sports bra before and maybe you want to give it a go and follow along with me. I've never made these garments before. I always thought I couldn't make them for several reasons, mainly because I couldn't find the correct supplies. I have been looking at patterns so I can get some inspiration and seeing where I could start. And so we're going to have a look at 7 bra patterns that I want to make. I won't mention them in any particular order. I'm gonna really have a good think about the first one I want to try and make. Some might have a few more details than others, but in all of these cases, what they have in common are the cup size options. That is really important for me. I have seen some bra patterns that don't really have that option. I'd rather sew a pattern that had a little bit more thought gone into it and actually has some options for different types of cup sizes, because we don't all have the same size chest. And these bras can really be uncomfortable. I know from experience from buying ready to wear that they can just squash and feel really compressive. And although you do want the support, you don't want to not be able to breathe and have issues with taking them off, putting them on. So I think the addition of cup sizes is awesome. So let's look at some patterns from Green Style Creations. You know, I've been looking at these patterns for a very long time and I'm very excited that I'm finally going to be able to make a few of these. Yeah, my ready-to-wear sports bras are just in their last life, and I really like to just replenish my garments with ones that I've made myself, because why not? You know, we can make them, and I've seen so many people get a little bit carried away and start making a bunch of these. I can really see the appeal because they don't take up much fabric at all, and I think once you get used to sewing them and the techniques that you need, I think they could be really, really fun to sew with little bits that you have left over from other projects. And I have a few bags full of little bits left over from things that I'll show you that I'm really excited to have made into garments. And the cost of them will be super low because they are leftovers, you know. I'm gonna hop into the websites to see these patterns, and I'll make a few comments and see what views I might be interested in, what options, and maybe what little things I might need to tweak. Might give you some ideas as well. Okay, here we are in the Green Style website, and the first one I want to see is the corset bra and top. Now I know this can be a top, but I'm actually looking at it in the view of making the bra because that's what I'm mainly interested in. And it has a good size range from B to M. They have this size range with letters, so it makes you really look at the measurements. Okay, here we can see the size chart from B to M. And for the size M, it'll go up to a range of 58 to 61 inches, which is really good. It gives you a high bust also, which is really important because you have the small, the medium, and the large cup sizes here. And here we can see the line art for the bra. This is what I'm looking at, what I'm interested in making. See all these panels, top stitching. I think it's so nice, and I love the coverage at the back. Yeah, it's always really nice to see the line art because that's where you really see what's going on. It says that it's made for a confident beginner, which is really, really reassuring because, you know, I'm quite experienced at sewing, but with this type of garment, I'm gonna be experimenting and see what works best. So it'll be a fun process for me. I love to pick up new skills and to try different types of garments. So this will be a nice one to try. It's got several panels on the front that give the shape for the bust. It's also fully lined. This is a crop top view, but there's also a bra view. I think the colors here are super pretty. I also like the wide shoulder strap coverage. It's actually got a shoulder piece here incorporated into these pieces. It's not a separate piece. I find that super appealing. On this one, you can see the curve here and then the curve coming from above the bust. So I think there's a lot of opportunities to get a really good fit with a style like this that has all these pattern pieces, and it could accommodate, you know, all size chests. And I think that's really nice. This is super cute. I love that cover stitch detail that some people do. I wish I had a cover stitch, but I don't. I think it's always super pretty. I'm going to try and find a bra version. Okay, here is a view of a sports bra. It's got the band at the bottom with an elastic. It's fully lined, which I think could be really comfortable. And I just like all the panels. You know, you could have a lot of fun with different fabrics, little pieces that you might have left over of good quality materials that wouldn't be good for anything else. And here you can see how this piece includes the shoulder and the bust. I think that would be really, really comfortable and supportive. And I like this deep U at the back with great cover on the back also. Look at this, how cool is this? I mean, if I had fabrics like this, I would love this, so colorful, so nice. So this one I'm really excited about. I think I could really tweak it and get a nice fit. I love the cover under the arms here. I just love everything about it. I think it's great. If I could get this to fit, I would be very happy. Just in a second, I wanted to thank everyone that's part of this channel and frequently stops by and communicates with me. It makes me really happy. During the weekend, we hit 30,000 subscribers on this channel, which is super exciting. I think in March last year was when it was a 20,000 subscriber milestone. So it took a little under a year to get to 30. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting the work that I do here. You make my dreams come true every day, and I couldn't be happier. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Then the other one I've been looking at is an older pattern. It's really good also from Green Style, and it's the Power Sports Bra. This one has cup sizes A through H and band sizes 28 through 46. The band is the measurement underneath the bust, and the cup size would be what you cut above. And I like these princess seams. And there's also a band with an elastic at the bottom, and there's options for the back. Now I would always prefer the backs that have more coverage. Even though these strappy styles are super pretty, I don't know how supportive it could be for a larger bust. So I'm looking at this type of back that is solid, that has a lot of coverage. That is what I would want to try for sure. At least while I get started and I just want to check my fit. You can put adjustable straps, which is something I don't think I would want to do. I can't really get my hands on those types of notions either, so I would rather have a fixed strap. There's also an option to put a pocket back there. I don't know if I'd want to do that. This I find super cute. I mean, I find this super pretty, this sort of U shape right there with the straps like that crisscrossing. But I'm not sure how comfortable or supportive it would be if you have a larger chest. Look, you can also put bra clasps at the back. This is another notion I don't have, so I would never look at doing something like that. But I think choosing my bra cup size and everything, I think I would get a really nice fit. So I'm really excited about this one. Now, the other one that Green Style Creation has that I also own is the Embrace Sports Bra. And this one also comes in sizes B through M, up to a 61-inch full bust. And there are color blocking options. I like the shape of the panels here on the front. And for this one, you can make a plain one with no dart, or you can choose one with a dart under the bust and a full bust option. So lots of options for you to choose the fit according to your cup size also, which I think is really cool. It's also got a bottom band there, and the back can be made simple or layered. On this version, this person did the color blocking. The edges here are finished with binding. Here is a version where you can do the U back with the racer back on top of each other layered. I don't know if I'd want to try a layered version for my first try at a pattern. I think I would leave that for when I've already got the fit down and I'm really happy. I think I'd try something a bit more advanced. Not that it's hard, but it's just extra steps, you know? I think it's so nice. You can use small pieces that you might have for these types of styles, and that really appeals to me. The band here looks really comfortable, nice and wide. This is the racer back. Now maybe I would make the racer back a little more wide here on the center, and that's something I would just do with my pattern. I just draw it out maybe an inch this way, an inch that way, and then adjust the curve just for a little bit more cover there. And then I'm always looking at raising the cover on the back also, just to have the fabric sort of cover a little bit more. So this is the one I would make for my first attempt, just this U back. Simple. I'd like to try that. Whenever I see these sets that people make of matching leggings and bras, I'm always so excited because I've made a lot of leggings and I have little bits left over of those projects that I've been saving up for making these bras. So although I would never go out in the street like that in my bra and my leggings, just having something matching that I know is matching under there, I think is really fun. And also a good way to use up the little scraps, you know? And another pattern I would like to try and make, just because I have the materials already, isn't necessarily a bra, but it does have a bra in there, and it is a type of garment I wear a lot. It's also from Green Style. It's called Cami Tank. Now I wear a lot of camis. I have a little drawer with basic colors. They are all ready to wear. You know, I have black, navy, red, green, blue, you know, because I make a lot of garments out of sheer materials like chiffon, and I put my camis underneath. Now, wouldn't it be amazing if I could make these little camis myself and add the bra in there? And then I wouldn't have to use a bra, and it would be so comfortable. So I really want to give this a go and see if I can make this happen for myself. This one also has a full bust front option that will work better if you have a larger chest. So I always look at that option. And you can make this just as a cami, or you can add a shelf bra that's included in the pattern. It can be lined, you can put cups in there. I would maybe raise the cover under here, under the arm a little bit. I would just tweak the pattern. Maybe raise that neckline a little bit, and I'm always really happy to make those adjustments to get the fit that I want. I'd also want it to be about this length, like it is on her, like hitting the high hip. I think that would be a good length. There is a video on the Green Style channel, YouTube channel, that shows you how to put this together, and it looks relatively simple. So I think if I had the right supportive materials, I think I could make camis that have the shelf bra in there, and then I could just wear them under my sheer things, and I wouldn't need to wear my other bras. So that is a dream I would love to make come true, and I think this is a nice pattern for it. Then I have another bra, and this one is from 5 out of 4 patterns, and it's called the Alpha Bra Tank and Dress. So this isn't just a bra, it can be a lot of more garments, which I think is really cool. I think I'd love to tackle the bra first, and once I'm happy with that, then I would go ahead and make like the tank or the dress. I think the bra would be my first step. And I love this at the back. I think it's so cool. And even though I say I'm a bit concerned about doing strappy things, I think the fact that there is one thick one and then several of the other ones, I think would be supportive enough. And I think you have to put clear elastic into these little straps to make it more supportive. So I think it would be a really nice style that I would love to try. Look how cool. How cool is this? I mean, the design is so nice, and it's fully lined. It doesn't have binding on the edges because it's lined. You just turn it right sides out and put clear elastic into that seam. I like this one because you have a lot of cup size options from A through to F, and they are individual, like A, B, C, D, like that. So I think that is awesome. If I can get the bra to fit me properly and I feel like there's enough support and everything, how cool would it be to make the dress with the bra in there? Would be amazing. Yeah, I think this pattern is super unique. Look at this, how pretty is this? Look at this, it's just so pretty. Anyway, I'm excited to give this one a go. I've already got the pattern, I purchased it months ago. And then the other pattern from 5 out of 4 is the Agility Tank and Dress. I think this is a really popular pattern for them. And it also can be a tank and a dress, but it can also be a sports bra. Here at the end, you can see a little bit of the liner. Here is the bra, that is what I'm interested in. I like the T back bra that has more cover on the back. The strappy version I think is cute, but I would try to avoid it for now. So I'm looking at the T back bra, and the sizes are from extra small to 5X. That goes up to a full bust of 58 inches. And the full bust option will go up to a full bust of 60 inches. You know, when you look at fabric requirements, it's so little. It's really exciting to make something out of such a small piece of fabric. I love that. I think that's nice. And then on the front, it's got a round neckline and a band at the bottom. The reason I want to have a go at the bra first is because I really like the tank version. I'd love to make myself some gym tops like that with nice loose material on the sides. So I think I need to work on the fit of the bra first. Once I'm happy with that, I can go ahead and add all the other details. This is the T-back that I would want to make like that for the bra. I think it has good support here on this area also. And it can even fit pregnant bellies. That's cool. The tank would come in the future. I'm just more interested in the bra. Then the other one I've just picked up recently is from a brand I've never sewn before called Petite Stitchery. I saw some posts on some Facebook groups, and one of my friends already made a few of these and told me they were so nice. And it's a bralette, but it can be a sports bra also. It has band sizes 28 to 50 and cup sizes A, B, C, D, double D, E, F, and GH. So a lot of cup size options, which is really nice. Here is the liner. I would just make the normal v-neck line, not the plunge one, and I wouldn't do the peekaboo detail on the front. I like the back has a nice amount of cover, and the band that goes under the bust can be 1.5 inches or 3, I believe. So this is what I think would be super comfortable to wear as a sports bra, v-neck, princess seams. It'll fit because of the bust cup options. Look how the back is. I think that's so nice. Looks super supportive. Look how pretty. I think it's so pretty. Fully lined. Yeah, I think this is a nice pattern I would like to try. I don't know the brand, but it would be my first attempt. Never a bad thing. Those are the patterns I wanted to share. I've been looking at and getting inspired. Now I need to really choose the one I'm gonna tackle first, and I'm very excited about that. Okay, now I want to show you some of the fabrics I've been saving up to make these types of bras. And I think for all of these, because they are lined, you need a main fabric and you need a lining fabric. They need to be stretchy fabrics from what I can see in all these pattern instructions. Anything from 50 to 75% stretch. You also need vertical stretch. It also needs to be a material that's going to dry fast and it's going to be wicking, so cotton lycra won't work. If you get yourself sweating in cotton lycra, that's just going to get wet and stay wet for the whole time. It will be really uncomfortable. Also doesn't look good. I think the proper materials are the athletic knits. You know, most of these materials, when you look at the composition, it's usually polyamide with spandex, or polyester with spandex, or nylon with spandex. It all differs, and you find them in different types of weights. I think for the main fabric, the one that you mainly see, I think a nice medium to heavy weight would be nice and more supportive. I have this really good quality athletic knit that is matte. It's not shiny at all. It's nice and stretchy. It has great recovery. This one has a lot of elastane, 14% and 86% polyamide. This is the heaviest one I have. This one's 15 ounces per square yard, so it's a pretty heavy one. I would just use this and a lightweight lining fabric to make the bra. So I think that's a really nice option. I've already made garments with that same material. This one I've already made garments with. I love how the tights I've made in these fit. This one is polyamide also, and then 10% spandex, a little lighter. 7.5 ounce per square yard. It's got the appropriate stretch. So for this one, I'd look at maybe doing this in 3 layers, the main, the lining, and something else that I'll mention later, just to give it a little bit more support, at least in the front. So I think this is a really nice one, and I'm excited to make one like this because the colors are so nice. I also have this exact same fabric in black. I would look at combining the black one I have in the same weight with prints maybe. These other ones are gray and have the same type of composition as the purple one I've just shown you. They actually feel the same, so I think they would be really appropriate as main fabrics also. Here I have some other medium weight ones that I have leftovers from, but these are polyester, 90%, 10% spandex, so not polyamide. Very nice. I can feel how it recovers, and that this would be very nice, supportive. Look how pretty this is, and I only have a tiny piece, so this could be an accent, and then I could combine with a solid navy blue to complete the bra. But it's a really nice piece I could get things out of still. Look at this camel print. Same. I like it in grey. I wouldn't use the camel print in green because that's just too typical, but I would be happy to use this. Same type of material, same as this one. I've made dresses and things with these materials also, but I think it would be good for a bra. And then look at this one. Very nice. So what would I line it with? I think my main type of lining would be swim fabric. I have a friend, she's on Instagram as Sojourns, and also she has a YouTube channel. She's taken a little break from the YouTube, and she is an expert at bra making. She's shared with me so many of the bras she's made. She is so prolific. She'll make like 3 in an afternoon, and they're so pretty. And she's a big fan of using swim fabric for lining because it's wicking, it's supportive, it's got the right stretch. And I can't really find an actual lining fabric for bras. Like if I look for something like that, I just can't find anything. So I think using swim would be perfect. And I have this black material, 86% polyamide, 14% spandex. It's really good quality. I have other swim materials that are lighter. And so this one would be perfect for a lining also. I've made garments with this and I have little bits left over. I also have this swim fabric. I have so many options, so many colorful options. You know, I don't really care what color's inside as long as I do have a lining. Look at this one. Look at this. So pretty. I have quite a nice chunk of material. I can go in there and make muslins, make experiments, fiddle with fit. You know, I wouldn't feel too bad if one of them turned out that I can't wear because it doesn't fit right because I chose the size wrong. You know, they are just scraps. I'm so glad I saved them. These types of materials are not the cheapest, so even small pieces I keep because I know they're going to be good for something. Perfect for bras. I have one more notion here that I think is going to be super important for me, and this is the main reason why I hadn't tried to make bras in the past, and it's actually power net. It's not power mesh. Power mesh apparently doesn't have that much stretch and recovery and doesn't really support that well as power net for bras. And so I was able to buy some at Mood Fabrics in the States. I have a sister-in-law that went to the States for work last year. I was able to ship it to where she was staying, and then she brought it to Chile, and I have 2 yards of power net from Mood Fabrics. Black high compression power net mesh. I'd read reviews about this fabric that it's so good, and look, it's quite thicker than power mesh and it's really, really good. So this is a type of material I wouldn't want to have directly on my skin. This is something I would interline with, and I would use it only in the front. I don't think I'd need it in the back, but I would sandwich a layer of this in between the pieces of the main and the lining fabric for some of these bras. So I'm glad I have it. I'm gonna be real careful with it, make it last as long as it can. It is 2 yards, it's a lot of fabric for the small pieces I need it for. But I felt like I couldn't really try and make sports bras without having this first, because I think I really need that support to feel good. So I have it, I'm glad. I'm gonna make it last as long as it can because I don't know when I'm gonna get my hands on more of this stuff. Something else that I had to order from Amazon.com and actually pay taxes and shipping, it cost me like 3 times the amount it costs to buy it in the United States. I bought a whole bunch of clear elastic. I'm using it sparingly. I'm using it just for the things I have to use it. Not using it generously because I know I'll run out eventually. But I know for some patterns you do use this to stabilize some areas inside. So I have it. I didn't have it before, and that's another reason I wasn't trying to make sports bras. Now these other things, I did find them here. This is just non-roll 1.5 inch elastic that I can use on the band that goes on the bottom. Look, I found this type of elastic that they use for men's boxes, and it's really nice and it's really soft on this side. This one's like 1.25 inches wide. It's not 1 inch, it's not 1.5. But I bought a whole bunch, it's a lot. Another notion I was able to get my hands on here is this elastic that is used for bra straps. So it is actually like if you were making bras, you would buy this and you would make your bra straps out of it. It's got one shiny side and one furry soft side that goes touching your skin. It's really good, like it's really firm. And I bought a whole bunch, like I have a couple meters. This would be good for a bunch of straps. And I would like to use this instead of making fabric straps where possible. I think it would make my life a little easier. And I know that it would be nice and strong and supportive, and it would do well with washing and things like that. So I'm gonna take a little shortcut where I can and use this instead of making the straps with fabric, if I can. I think I'm ready, I'm excited. I'm going to be showing you my first projects as I make them, what my thoughts are, what the process was, how the sewing went. I have to adjust and play with settings on the serger. I know I can do a lot of things also with the sewing machine. So it'll be really fun for me to tackle something new, type of garment I've never made, and I'm excited to have cute sports bras. I'm really excited. Let me know if you've made any or if you would make any. I thought I couldn't make them in the past, but now I think I actually can, and it's motivating. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss when I upload new videos. A lot of them have sewing. This one was slightly different, but I think it could motivate you to make a new garment and follow along with me. Thank you so much for being here today. Bye.